Alrighty, welcome to episode 46 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm here with Paul Kokas once again.
What's up, peoples?
And Bill Seach. No
Peace.
Longer incognito. We got him on camera for today.
Sticking my head up in the camera like this. I'm a little close. But it's all right, though.
It's beautiful.
How was your day, Mr. Kokas?
Good. Beautiful, man.
Nice day out. 90 degrees.
Had a great lunch. Had a buffet. It was tremendous.
Shocker.
Just to let you know. Listen.
We saw your fucking stool up there. It had your name on it.
I know, right? So I only had 2 plates today. You know what I mean? So, it was kind of a light day. Had to work and stuff like that. But I did have to have a sacrifice plate.
What is a sacrifice plate?
When you go to the buffet and one of your favorite items, there's only a few items left. A few of those items left.
I hate that.
So what do? Do you sit and wait for them to do it? No. You take everything out of that and put it on your plate. You know what I mean? It might be old.
It might be big and too high.
So what happened was it was like the dumplings. I love the dumplings.
He
Tremendous.
loves the dumplings.
What,
You know,
like wontons?
the dumplings? You know what I mean? Like Papa Dumps. I don't know what they are. They're like they're with the little meat pockets.
Yeah.
You rip them open. You throw a little soy sauce in them, and you pop them in your mouth, and it's 10 plus explosion points. I mean, it's tremendous. So I had those. Well, those have been sitting there for a minute and a half.
Did they get hard, though?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
So
that.
yes, exactly. So, but of course, I was starving. Under a certain time limit, I sat down and
Wait a minute. Were you really starving, though? What time of the day was this?
12.
And what time did you start work?
I get up at 7.
So you're really not starving.
Starving.
Melting away, if you will.
Yes, starving. Didn't have any coffee. Didn't have really any drinks. Whatnot. Just a 2-liter bottle of water.
2 liter.
So, anyways, you bite into it's not the best, and so then all of a sudden you wait for the next time that they go up and they put that plate up there, and so I eat like a few of them, but I call it the sacrifice plate because I basically take all of them, and then it's empty. I'm sorry for the guy behind me who thought he was going to get some, but I probably saved him. Is what I did because now they probably got the fresh ones out, and he was like jumping up doing cartwheels. So but when I went back up there, it was on because those were tremendous. But I was already at capacity. The room was completely full. You know what I mean? They were charging $20 to get in. You know what I mean? At that point in time, there was no more dumplings coming in the belly. But I think I had like the honey chicken. I mean, and the hibachi.
The honey chicken's what I get.
The hibachi chicken, you can't go wrong with
Hibachi
that.
He said the hibachi chicken.
Oh, there's money.
Yeah.
So here's what's confusing to me as
The
well.
funniest part of the whole thing is when we were sitting there at 1 o'clock, we saw your Snapchat from 12 o'clock, and it says, Asian Star's the best buffet in the world, and we're sitting in Asian Star.
What's funny is
and he says, is he still here?
what's funny is, 22 minutes. We went in and out.
Yeah?
Yeah, 22 minutes.
Uh-oh, bat phone ringing.
No, it's just, anyways.
Whoever saw this is mad. Disregard.
Do not disturb, you know what I mean? I should have answered like Michael Irving and said, hey, I'm live now. I can't do anything. I gotta call you back. Anything like that. But, 22 minutes. So the person I went with, he did 1.5 plates. I was very disappointed in him because he was just constantly, telling me, oh, I'm already full. I'm full. I can't work. And I just looked at him and was like, you can't work. Let me tell you something. This was your idea, pal. You know what I mean? You're going to work, and we're going to, you know what I mean? So we went outside, and we went in. It was like 70 degrees. We went out. It was 160. It was literally, the sun came out.
It was like 90 today. It
Yeah,
was
93.
So at the buffet, though, they charge like so much up to 2 o'clock, and then they charge you double or more. Because it's after 2, they say, "Oh, dinner
Dinner price,
now."
dinner price. You get routed.
That was kind of messed up.
So
The accent right there, but
yeah, my bad.
Seriously,
Seriously, that's how she said it. Dinner.
you're killing my people. Why? You guys were there for over an hour?
Your family owns that
You
place.
guys were there for over an hour?
No, you were. We thought you were still.
Dude, I was there for 22 minutes. They loved me.
You take put the clock on.
You know what I mean? No, I have to see.
Okay, so the
obviously.
wontons. Go ahead. What was after that?
No, I had the honey chicken and the
hibachi's the
hibachi
best.
chicken. You know what I mean?
How about the green beans? You like those?
No. A little bit of fried rice. Ooh,
Jell-O for dessert?
No, had zero dessert.
Oh.
Can't be killing my body with more sugars. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's
There's
all
nothing in the honey chicken.
it's got to be all protein. At least
It's
what I see
honey
is protein.
chicken.
You know what I mean? Hey, man, bees make honey.
Honey,
Birds need bees. How's that song go?
Honey's good for you.
honey never goes bad. Only thing that won't go bad.
What do you mean honey doesn't go bad?
Honey won't go bad. That's why if you're making like a fallout shelter, you get a lot of honey. Lasts forever.
What are you, Survivor?
That's just a fact. I mean, I'm just telling you how it is.
Who told you that?
That's a fact. And the only thing about water that goes bad is the plastic, so that's why water bottles aren't always the best for fallout shelters.
Okay, we'll go with that.
What's that? I didn't even hear what you said.
For
Sorry.
fallout shelters, if you want to stock up on something, get a lot of honey because it doesn't go bad.
Forever.
Well, honey never goes bad?
No.
Even the fake honey?
Well, I don't know about fake honey. That
Yeah,
might
I
have
don't think so.
preservatives.
What the hell
and
is
stuff.
fake honey?
So there's real honey, and then there's Kroger honey. And Kroger honey.
You can't defame Kroger's.
Oh well, I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
can. You can.
Well, it's Kroger made, but I don't think it's 100%. You know, from beeswax or whatnot. You know, like from a farm.
What the hell would it be from?
I don't know, man. Did I tell you about the soy sauce packets?
What about the soy sauce packets?
Did I talk about that?
Oh my God! Remember the prank we did with the soy sauce
No.
packets?
So check this out. The soy sauce. You look at the soy sauce. It's got to say soybean. You go there, it says soybean fructose or something like that. It's not soy sauce.
Yeah.
It's fake soy sauce. So I mean, there might be something like that when it comes to, you know, the honey as well. It has to be
You know,
100% pure.
is that coming from like a crooked person creating that soy sauce and then selling it for real soy sauce? Because I heard that was like a big thing with like the Italian mob. From the olive oil that you buy in the store here today is not real olive oil. It's like a knockoff that the mob got involved in, and that's like a big scam that they do.
Well, there's like that. Like, for instance, there's different types of olive oil. Obviously, that's why one generates a higher price than another one because of the fact that you have, you know, what's the percentage of actual olive oil being crushed, you know, and drawing out the oil from that olive. You know what I mean? Some people they do. Some people will use the vegetable oil, you know what I mean, and mix. It'll be like a 50-50. Here's another thing. So they sell.
what proof is your olive oil? Is what you're asking.
Exactly. Like, when you buy antifreeze, you go to a carton. You go to the AutoZone. I need to buy antifreeze, right? So you're supposed to mix antifreeze with water.
No.
In the old days, you used to, yeah. You'd put a half and half.
You do.
Why?
You're supposed to.
In your car?
Yes.
No, I just dumped the whole bottle in.
No.
You don't dump shit. You just go through.
No, I
Yeah.
did. Last time I did.
No.
Myself.
So here's the thing. Why would you buy? They're selling $30 things of antifreeze.
Yeah.
They also sell $30 antifreeze already made 50-50. So why would you buy the 50-50? There's
convenience
There's
factor,
idiots that would
obviously, yeah.
buy 50-50. No, well, convenience. Now you're getting half the product for $30.
I understand.
You know what I mean? But there's people that buy that.
Yeah.
Just, you know, the consumer's not
Knowledgeable.
Educated.
exactly totally up to date on certain things. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I'm not the guy sitting there. I'm looking on Google and trying to find out exactly every little morsel of things before I go buy it. You know what I mean? But you know, those are little. I would think
Here, scoot to the
those are common sense type of things. Again, with the
You
Just
guys
run
are-
the camera.
yeah,
He's afraid to get close to you.
no, because you know the wire. I gotta start with the
Wire.
wire again.
Yeah,
you
you
know
don't
what I
like
mean?
the wire. That's what he's
I
trying
gotta
to
get
do.
up. You got the cross over here. I feel like you know what I mean. I'm like the Big Show over here. You know what I mean? I got
At least you ain't got spotlights on you like me. Right?
That's nutty. But yeah, so man, my lunch was pretty good, man. Not bad.
I enjoyed it.
You know.
I bought you the crab
So did you get charged more?
crab rangoons? No, because we went in before. But I was ready to yell at the lady from last time. But they changed it on the sign. It says 4 p.m. now.
Yeah, I saw it was 4. I thought
But it was 2
4.
before, and I kind of got hot with her because I'm like, well, I was in here before 2. You just charged me after 2. You know what I mean? I mean, it's $3, but you know, that's
No,
kinda
no,
like-
they have
He
to
was
charge
going
you the
to
lunch
war.
price.
that's kind of offensive.
They
Yeah,
have, they have to charge you the lunch price if you get there before. Even then, you're going to get dinner
right.
portions.
But I overate. I did overeat, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't do that.
When you came back to the office and you wanted to take a nap.
Kind of reminds me of like the college scene, you know, late night overeating, and the line at Taco Bell. We used to go to Taco Bell all the time, and Me and Paul were sitting in line one day, and I'll let him expand on that story because it's pretty funny.
I mean, other than the fact that we used to order, so tacos used to be so cheap, so we just we would just basically order so many tacos that the next person behind us, they'd get up and they'd get ready to order, and the lady would go, "Sorry, the last order just took all the meat." And they would literally have to just basically choose beans and rice. And so when we got back, we're eating tacos and they're eating beans and rice. And these guys are, heated.
There's 15 cars in line.
Yeah. I mean, the line's longer than Magnum. You know what I mean? At Cedar Point, front car. You know what I mean? So,
so what do? They because your boys, the guy from Cleveland, said he worked at Taco Bell. Remember? You can't say his name,
what happens is they'll substitute stuff out. You know what I mean? As much as they can. Like I went there one time, and this was just recently. And they were like, "We're out of beef," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Well, I'll have a chicken taco salad." "Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of chicken." Exactly. That's the face I looked as well. "Excuse me?
You're out of all meat?"
Yes. So she was like, I said, "All right, well, give me a cheesy bean and rice burrito." Okay. I pull up cheesy bean and rice burrito. From a taco salad to a cheesy bean and rice burrito. I was, I wasn't happy.
It's a little
different. I was just like, okay, whatever, just give it to me. I'll be fine. Again, I'm not going to complain because
what time of the day was this?
It was probably about
11:30,
12, something like that.
Yeah.
Taco Bell's supposed to stay open till 2,
sure,
or whatnot. So it's very.
That's right by his house.
Whoever put the order in needs to get checked. But anyways,
Brian,
I get up.
Brian did it.
I get up. I get up there. I get up there, and all of a sudden, boom! It's I get cheesy bean and rice burrito and like 7,000 Senna twists in the bag. I'm like. She goes, "Oh, I took care of you as far as the."
Hey, there's a mute button.
I gave you the Senna twist, and I was like, "Well, I didn't ask for that." She was like, "Oh no, it's on us since we ran out." I was like, "Well, why don't you give me a Mexican pizza without the meat? I'll take that."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I get, "No, well, we can't do that." But from
what's a Senna twist?
The stuff. I don't
It's like a cinnamon donut twisted or
Not
whatever.
donut.
I bet
Definitely
you
not
love
donut.
those.
No, hate them.
Really?
I mean, I can eat them.
Yeah,
It's not like I sit and eat. It's not like me eating Cheetos. I eat
You
Cheetos
like
and pickles or something.
Cheetos and pickles.
Oh,
What?
tremendous.
You do love the pickles at Roosters, man.
I
You
did
fiend for
certain
those.
times. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I just didn't. My experience at Roosters wasn't like the first time. You know what I mean?
Dude,
I
have
was
you
hungry.
had the pickles? I know this is off base, but BJ's Smokehouse down on Riverside. Have you been in there?
No.
They got these giant spicy pickles, and they slice them like maybe the best pickles that I've ever had. I mean, they're just awesome. Because you like spicy stuff, don't you? I do.
Kind of to the
Yeah, they're awesome. You know what I mean?
The spicy pickles.
Yeah, they just put it on the side of your like brisket or whatever. They're like, damn,
So
that's
how
real
come
good.
what happened to Denny's? Why isn't there any Denny's around here?
There's one in
Because
Las
who goes
Vegas.
to
I think
Denny's?
you've been there.
Where?
Who goes to Denny's? Like, I would never
There's a
personally go
Denny's.
to Denny's.
There's Denny's on the east side.
There's a Denny's right on campus. They
Is
just opened it up right next to University Village. When I saw that, I was like, I'm coming.
I think
Can't
Denny's
wait.
is kind of like a dying franchise.
No, I don't.
Because, like, young kids don't go to Denny's. We go to, like, Swenson's, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's.
It's like Waffle House almost. Denny's.
Yeah, well, I would never go to a Waffle House. I go to IHOP.
Oh, my God. IHOP is terrible.
IHOP open all night. I don't know what you're talking about.
IHOP's what?
It's open all night.
So is Waffle House.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I call it Awful House. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's awful. You know what I mean? Like some of the stuff, and then you see the cook.
No defamation, Paul.
I'm not. I'm learning. I'm just giving you defamation. This guy, the attorney.
You can't be doing that shit.
Listen, it's all about the experience. And I went there, and it was a bad experience. So like, and then trying to understand what I'm paying for. You're like, man, this is you walk out, I'm full. I mean, I'm not full. I gotta go to McDonald's after I walk out of there.
But let's talk about the thing that you have to sit at Waffle House. If you ever go in there late night, it's always really full, right? Because the bar closes, and then they got that little bar up in the front. Well, if you try to sit in the bar and you got a belly, it's problematic. Right?
You gotta stand. You gotta stand. You have to stand and eat there. Yes,
right.
I'm letting you know you have to stand. There are 3 seats that they
booths?
actually have that actually pull out.
The booths are terrible.
There are 3 the boots. I mean, it's like eating that White Castle. You just don't do it. That's why there's nobody there. White Castle is to go only. Yeah, I mean,
White Castle is just
Except
not
for the one on
go-to.
High Street.
White Castle is
Have
trash.
The new one down in Short North is
oh, it has chairs.
it's gigantic, dude. It's like they got romper room in there.
I don't care if it's gigantic. They still got the
No, they don't
picnic
got
table
those.
atmosphere.
They
Like,
don't
I'm gonna
got
sit
those.
at a picnic table.
Right.
Who sits at what adult sits at a picnic table and eats?
Right.
That's the reason I don't go eat brisket. I love brisket, but when you go to a barbecue joint, it's a picnic table. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Sorry. I'll spend $30. You know what I mean? Oh, picnic table. Nope, can't do it. No shot. You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
shot.
No comfort level there.
No way.
But Waffle House has the smallest seats in the world.
Does-
What? I don't get it.
No, Waffle House and White Castle.
Even if you try to sit like sideways next to
Who
somebody,
in the world
there's no
invented
room.
those seats? Like, those seats are they're analog.
Right.
Analog, what does that mean?
Analog. I mean, they're the digital world. Nobody uses analog, right?
I guess no.
Right? Nobody. So why are they still using it?
Listen, man, IHOP's better. They got chairs you can pull out.
I
nice,
get it.
Big.
IHOP, they do. They do got chairs. It actually leans back a little bit. You know.
So Denny, I haven't been to Denny's in years. Is it good?
Yes, back in the day when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to go to smoking, and they had that little partition right here, and then there'd be non-smokers here, and I'd be blowing smoke rings over top. Yeah, I mean, on purpose.
Wait, inside the Denny's, there's
Absolutely.
a smoking area?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, see what I mean?
They used to let you smoke anywhere. They'd be
Oh,
smoking
dude,
and non.
it was Dice Clay. You know
Like
what
the-
Dice Clay is.
Like that little bit of air made a difference, right? From
Yeah,
here to there.
and it was crazy. I mean, you know, it was just there'd be, you know, it'd be a poker room over here. I mean, you couldn't even see. You'd have to like cut through it with a knife. You know?
flag,
yeah,
flag.
it was ridiculous. I mean,
flag. I
it was
forgot
just
about
like complete, like you know,
Yeah.
it was raining in that room. Over here it was sunny. Everything blue clouds. I mean, you could see everything, right?
Yeah.
You came over here, it was the picture of health. Everybody's sitting down, they're doing push-ups and sit-ups. Over here, you got somebody, you know, spitting up a lung. I was like, you know, but you know, you go to both sides of the room, you get to see, you know, different personalities.
Speaking of smoke, that reminds me of something really kind of cool. And it had to do with a golfing incident that kind of happened. I know I shifted gears on you, but
I guess he's running the show here.
The smoke. Yeah, sorry, Bill. I stepped on your.
That's fine,
foot
that's
there.
fine.
My bad.
Aren't you supposed to be the incognito? We got him a picture.
Seriously.
Now all of a sudden he's running the show.
Now he's running the
pulling
show.
slot machines. You know what I mean?
Johnny Bighead, right? So, somebody.
No, what he's referring to is we went to a golf outing
I wasn't even
back
there,
in-
but I
way back in the day. All right. So, oh, you didn't go to that one?
no.
Okay. So every year we go to a golf outing. It's in Westerville. It's basically for the.
I got SOS phone calls from Mike Bodie.
So, anyways, the bag I had was a ping bag, and it was like it's supposed to be like a walker's bag. It was made of mesh, like a
Ping?
cloth.
No,
Ping,
no.
P-I-N-G.
Ping.
Oh,
Golf
ping. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like a mesh bag, and it was kind of maybe dated, as you'd say. Not really old.
Okay.
1922.
No. But in any event, there was some strings that were on there, right? So, I, you know, at that point in time, I quit smoking and everything like that. But somebody, you know, there was a bunch of smokers on the course, and I said, "Hey, man, let me get your lighter." They're like, "What for? You don't smoke?" You know, what I mean, they think, you know, hey, smokers are real.
Yeah, they
they
don't want to lose their life.
They don't want to lose their lighter. You know what I mean? So they're real possessive about that. It's kind of like the new guys with the jewels. You know what I mean? They'll stand around with the jewel in their hand all day, and I'm like, yo, are you getting power from that? What's going on? Dude, put that thing down. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I got guys on the crew that they'll sit there and they'll trim and so. And you know, I'm sitting there going, dude, you can leave the jewel in the truck, man. It's all right, dude. So, anyways, that's, you know, they're real possessive towards their lighter. So I grabbed the lighter and I said, man, the guy I'm with, he goes, what are you doing? I said, dude, you know,
Travis was with you, right?
I don't think it was Travis. I think it was maybe Andy or something.
Okay.
Ryan, might have been Ryan. No, I don't think Ryan and Travis might be together.
Right,
That's
yeah.
insignificant. But anyways, he goes like, what are you doing? I said, man, I just got some weird quirks. I got to make sure, like, these strings are bothering me. And I have to get rid of these strings. He goes, and I said, if I pull them, they're just going to, you know, just continue to, like, pull off of the bag and just kind of.
Like a sweater would just rip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you'd have a runner. You know what I mean? Well, I don't want to do that with the bag. So I didn't have a knife or anything like that. So I was like, let me go ahead and take care of this. So I light the string, I pull pull the other. And there was a couple that were like down at the bottom. So, I just basically lit them, and I thought they would sizzle up. Just sizzle and just be done. So I lit up, and we go right. All of a sudden, I'm not lying to you. It's probably like 3 minutes later.
They're driving down the fairway,
and he wasn't there.
And I get a phone call.
So all of a sudden, we're driving, and I'm like, "Hey, man, you smell oil? This cart is burning oil." He goes, "Dude, you're right, man. It is burning oil. I smell it's something weird." You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, I got guys over there in the next hole, and they're jumping up and down, they're waving, and they're like, "Your bag, your bag!" And I turned around, and it was like a teepee hut. Dude. I mean, it was like the Indian smoke signals were rolling up. I was like, "What in the world?" Well, I guess the string went inside the bag, and it caught fire inside the bag. So in the whirl, it was like a big funnel cloud. My clubs are burning.
Oxygen.
No way.
Yes, my clubs are burning. So you have the rubber on the bottom. The rubber caught fire, and that was impossible to put out. Well, I had a 12-pack of beer. I pull the bag, I throw it down on the ground, and you saw flames, boom, boom, like shoot out. Boom. You know what I mean? Like we're at a car rally, or you know what I mean? Hot rod show. These flames shoot out, and all of a sudden, everybody, dude, like it was, the clown show. I mean, they started lining up. I'm pouring beers, and it's starting to start feed, all smoke signals, and I'm jumping on top of the bag and whatnot. I smash my driver from, because I'm not 180, So I jump on top of the bag, and then the club snapped, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? $300 club gone. But it was definitely made for a good story. I pulled out all the ashes, dust to dust, type of thing like that, So I just looked at it and I was like, man, let me just start drinking, make the best day of it,
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, when people saw that, instant videos, and the phones weren't even, it wasn't really crazy about social media at that point in time. It might have been, 5 years ago?
It was more than that.
Yeah, maybe 7, but I was all over video.
Superstar.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was nutty. But
we gotta find that video.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Be a good one.
Yeah, we'll put that on one day. But if I can get that, yeah, that would be classic.
That would be like America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, because you had no clue, and the way I understood, they were driving down the fairway, the flames coming out of his bag.
Yeah, it was. You know what I mean? It was like a hot rod. You know what I mean? Type of thing like that. And I had to obviously, I don't want the cart to burn up, so threw the bag off, whatnot. But that was pretty cool. No, but the golf outing's pretty sweet. Every year, it's like the last weekend in July on Saturday.
Westerville Chamber of Commerce, isn't it?
No, it's Westerville Parks and Recs.
Parks and Recs. Yeah.
But they have a Rooster's truck.
No.
They do.
Yes. Oh,
Paul
my God.
Kokis comes out of the woodwork
Yes.
for that.
Oh, you don't even understand. They know my name, Mr. Paul. That's another place. Just to let you know, Hidden Gems pizza joint.
Which one?
Costco.
Oh yeah, $1.
Dude,
It's like $1. right?
My boys have talked about that. They said if you go into Costco, you go up to the counter, you say, "I'll take one slice of pizza," right? You just grab it and walk away. Like you don't pay for it there, I guess.
They steal the pizza.
Yeah, so they'll go and just get a free
It's like
pizza.
$1, dude.
Who's your guy? Who's your boy?
Don't say his name.
These two guys, no, they were on the pocket. They're telling me the story. I'm like, so you guys just never pay at Costco?
They're lying like a rug.
You pay for the pizza there?
Yes.
Yeah, right there.
Really?
Yes. So what happens?
These guys said they just grab the pizza and they'll go sit down.
Yeah, every once in a while they got to make themselves look, they got to make themselves look better than they are. So, but no, you pay right there. So they have a cash register. They have a whole concession area that you're basically taking care of at that point in
You
time.
can eat for like $3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So essentially they have like a pop and a brat. Now they stopped selling brats, but they have a foot-long hot dog. A pop and a foot-long hot
You
dog.
like a foot long, don't you?
A foot-long. Don Rickles over here. Seriously. So,
This is right by
pop-
Duluth Trading Company, by
Yes.
the way, where you get the free coffee.
I go everywhere.
So he goes there, and then he goes
Chest
there
round in Delaware. Get you a free
Yeah.
breakfast. You know what I mean? Anyways, a pop and a hot dog, $1.50. $1.50. Bill, you're on TV doing that. Just give you a heads up.
You can see my phone.
Yeah.
I just sign off.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, but anyways, yeah. So, what I tell people all the time is, 18-inch pizza supreme, $9.95.
You eat the whole 18-inch
No,
pizza?
but that's a big ass pizza.
No,
right?
but you can save. I mean, you'd half and then half the next day, or take it to lunch or whatnot.
you ain't saving it. Come on.
I ain't saved
That
anything
pizza
in my life.
That pizza got no shot.
No shot, none. if I left 3 pieces over, it's so those 3 pieces at the funeral. You know what I mean? I used to say to my cereal, "Hey, the leftover cereal I didn't eat, you guys survived tonight." Yeah, I mean those 3 pizza slices, they survived. They didn't go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm picking the big ones out. They're like, "Please don't eat me." You know what I mean? Those 3 pizzas survived. But when I walk out, I'm like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Yeah. It's, oh man, you're fools. I don't know what. Trust me, the normal you could feed like a family of 7 with that pizza.
Family of 7. All
Yes,
right.
it's just 18 inches.
What's the place in Delaware that's got the pizza? If you can eat it, you get it for free or something.
Yes, that's like
I've never been there.
14-pound pizza. We can't do it. 2 people can eat it.
Really?
You can set up 2 people. Me and Dan and them were talking about me and you doing it. And I was like, man, you don't understand.
I bet you could.
14 pounds, no shot.
Yeah.
How big is it?
Dude, I ate a 16-ounce steak the other day.
16 ounce? That's 1 pound, pal.
That's steak. That's hard meat. Pizza compresses.
I don't care. You eat 14 pounds of feathers. It's the same thing as 14 pounds of meat.
That's true.
You get it?
All right.
16 ounces.
Who said it's 14 pounds though?
The guy who made it.
Is that true?
That would have to be like as big as this table.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, hey, big as this table. This table is like 400 pounds.
What's the name? What's the name of the place?
I have no clue.
You
We're
don't
gonna have to reach out to a couple of Italians.
Wait, there's a place in your hand. It's got like the biggest burger ever. If you can eat that,
I can get down on some burgers.
but it's like this big. Is what they said.
This big. It's like this big. Just smash that down, man. You know what I mean? And get that down, and then you start killing it.
You fire it in there.
Whoa! What you got to do is on a burger, is cut them. You got to cut them in little squares and just get down.
Are you loud?
Why? I don't see why not.
By the way, are you repping for Tito's today?
Oh, that's another thing. So,
That's a good headband.
I wore the headband. 12 people wanted the head. You don't understand the compliments I get on it. I think Tito should pay me because no lie, there were multiple people that came up. I need a Tito's and water. I need a Tito's and
Yeah.
I was like, when I sell Tito, you have Tito's on. I know. I told him I also wear the Pittsburgh Pirates hat too. You're gonna order.
Dude, literally, that's not our sponsor. I don't know what you're doing.
You're gonna order a. Hey, we need to get them. That's, our sponsor here at the podcast. Tito should sponsor
Dude,
us.
we should.
We should start.
yeah.
We should actually start drinking Tito's while we're
We
here.
should. That would get live.
Actually, there actually might be something in the fridge.
That would be money. No, I checked. You got nothing but somebody's picture with the shirt and tie on.
Yeah, that was
That says
funny.
water. Speaking of water,
Not a 2 liters today.
no, I went normal. But look at this. Okay, so my
Looks like a
That's
Dixie cup.
yeah, I mean this is like a swig. If you know what a swig is back in the day, you know what I mean? When you borrowed somebody's, hey man, let me get a sip. Let me get a swig. You know what I mean? Let me get a swig of your water. I mean, it's gonna go. I don't want to hear it go. But
That's the ASMR. What do you say?
Asmar.
ASMR. He calls it ASMR. It's ASMR. That's an acronym.
What's that mean?
I don't know what it means, but it's like, when people go like,
It's all about voices.
like noises and like people like fall asleep to it. Like helps you, like,
Oh, that's some stupid.
Like
yeah,
that.
like just like that.
Turn
yeah.
a fan on.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, there's guys that actually have channels that listen to the ocean.
Oh, I know. They sell music like box speakers.
Tremendous. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. I listen to that. You know what I mean?
You have a fan on. I
I go to
guarantee
sleep.
you.
I do have a fan on low. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all
I can't
high.
because listen, I turn the fan on. Quit touching me! Don't touch me down there. Seriously, like rubbing my leg with an SOS pad over here. This guy, seriously, a bear hug over here down on his leg. Get some long pants. Wear some pants. I mean, you look like you're going to a
It's
rodeo.
90 out.
It is 90.
You look like you're going to a rodeo.
Pants on?
No,
What are you talking about?
I have Duluth Trading Company pants on. That's all I need to say. That's all. Enough said, as they said. Enough said.
I'm sorry.
Duluth.
Won't have it again.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I'll touch my butt on the floor and won't rip my pants. Can't say that for him. He'll touch his butt on the floor, and then all of a sudden,
I checked. I got Reebok golf shorts on.
no shot.
They're
Those are
good.
rip.
Oh,
Athletic shorts, you'll still rip them.
They're money.
You'll still rip them. I'll rip athletic shorts. These never. No shot.
Duluth.
Duluth, I'm telling you.
We need to get sponsored by Duluth.
I swear by them.
I'm going in. Tell them I know.
Hey,
Dan-
man, I just thought of something funny. We were working at the bar this weekend, and what's the little guy's name that works at the door?
Roller.
Roller.
So Roller comes.
I was calling him Ruler.
So he's working the walkway right by the bar, right? And we're busy as shit. He goes up to me. He goes, "Hey, if I can get somebody to go on a break, I need a cigarette, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, let me drop everything and go get them." 5,000 people in front of me, right? And then he's got that one glass.
You guys have the same glasses, minus the tint. I'm serious. See?
No, he got one side tinted.
I don't understand that.
Is it a permanent tint?
No, he says his glasses are broke.
So yeah, no. So what happened was he's told John, because John asked him. He said, "Dude, what the fuck do you have one eye done?" Right? So he says, and picture this.
I'm starting with Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah, he's 4'5", right?
Seriously,
curly ass hair and one, a pair of glasses like this with one of them shaded. So he says, "I didn't have enough money to get the other one done." Right? Which is like almost a doctor won't do that because it fucks your eyes up. You know what I mean? Because you're like cockeyed or whatever.
Yeah.
So John says, "Well, here, man." He gave him $30 to go get it. Right? Not even an hour later, Roller walks up to John. And we're sitting down. A day's over. He walks up to John. And goes, "Hey, man, how much is one of them sweatshirts?" The hoodies, $25.
it was 170 degrees.
But he just gave him 30 for the glasses. So the point is, how did he not have money to fix that one glass, but he could go buy a hoodie?
I'll tell you why. Because he came to the
and he needs
place
a cigarette.
to the shop. He probably smokes like Dice Clay. He came to the shop. He came to the shop with a Red Bull as big as his body.
He does 20-ounce Red Bull every day.
It's as big as his body.
How much are those? Like
I don't know, but he's holding it two hands.
That's worse than the $14 bar of soap.
He's holding it with two hands. That's how big the Red
little,
Bull.
man.
You know what I mean?
Poor
That's how
guy's
big
little.
the Red Bull is. Yeah,
Hey, he's nice though.
How he's nice as
He's
hell.
funny,
I
too.
like him.
Yeah.
Nice as what? Nice doing what?
Nice. He talks to you. Hey.
Is he a liability or is he an asset?
I think he's an asset.
I need to know how.
Well, before we get into this, we can't tell him about it. 'Cause we don't want to incriminate the kid. You know what I mean? Like hurt his feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a nice kid.
No, I just need to know. I'm not saying
If we need someone to
Oh, I say
something
he's an asset.
under the table. Or
I
something.
think he's an asset.
No, he's nice though.
Here's why he's an asset.
He always helps. He always shows up.
Exactly. Because if I need him to do something, he's there to help.
He's like a goat. Like he'll never say no.
Exactly.
I'll be like,
So,
Roller.
There are guys that won't, all of a sudden they go deaf. Hey,
Paul who?
you know what I mean?
Paul, who?
That's like you walking by with the pizzas. We saw. Yeah, he walks by
tell
with
the
the
story.
No,
Yeah.
that's because
He
listen,
comes by. Let me.
No,
He comes
stop.
walking by with 2 Dominoes. Hi guys.
I
No
bought 'em
pizza for you.
I bought them for the bartenders. You know what I mean? They didn't
I'm
have
a
any-
fucking bartender.
not on my bar, but I mean they were over at their bar. I wanted to get them pizzas or whatnot.
2
They,
larges.
they were mediums, pal. You know what I mean?
Hey, do we know her name yet?
Mallory.
Mallory's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not, what the YES? I don't. It's Mallory.
Mallory's.
Vinny's.
Yeah.
Mallory's.
Hey, did I-
That's
did I-
Youngstown, man. You put S's on everything.
Did I tell you she?
Chickens.
I was by the walk-in cooler in the back, and then she burst through the door. She's like, Billy, and I had no idea who this was.
Did you say
You were like,
No,
I met you before.
I was like, hey.
You said
They're like that's. Hey, just to give you a heads up. That's one of the
the worst
worst
ever.
things that I have as far as I remember a face in 10 seconds. The names, I got no shot.
Forget about it. Forget about
I got
it. You're right.
my buddy Tim, who works the door with me. We got a little code. You know what I mean? I'm like, Tim, I need it. So instantly he knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
So he'll be like, who? Girl in the blue. Come down. I said, she's going to come and give me a hug or something like that.
Well, just call her. What's up?
Help me
What's
out.
up, cutie?
You know what I
Whatever.
mean?
You know what I mean?
I say, hey, what's going on? Tim will grab her and be like, hey, I see you here a lot. Like, what's your name again?
Yeah.
Like that. Boom. And it's like savior.
How about if she
You know what
turns
I
to you
mean?
and goes, "What's my name?"
Oh, I got that.
I know,
Why do you
it
think?
happened.
Why do you
It
think the
happened.
code even comes up? Because of that happened. She goes, one girl come up, her name, Paul. You don't even know who I am, do you? And I was like, Hannah. I had to make a guess.
Shot in the dark.
She was like, nope. Nope. Try again.
Strike 2.
Yeah, try again. I was like, let's not try again. Let's just tell me. You know what I mean? I'm good at you telling
Well,
me.
they don't understand that you talk to 10,000
They
people
know.
a week.
They
you know
know.
what I
And
mean?
that's exactly what she said after the fact.
Right, right.
She was like, no, you just, you have a lot of people, so I understand.
Now, conversely,
It's Lauren. So here's what happened. Once she told me the second time, now it's a fossil in my brain. I can't ever get it out.
That's
You know
a
what I mean?
fossil.
That's a picture.
Her and all her friends.
Right.
Now I remember them all.
You know them all.
Yep.
You sure?
Yes.
Lauren?
One girl's name's Maggie. Like, I would never remember that name. To me, that's like a woman from 1952.
That's like Sally.
Yeah, I'm not remembering that.
Who
Sally
named-
Jesse Raphael.
Who names her kid Sally?
You know what I mean?
I just chick told me one time my name's Sally. I like bust out laughing.
Hey, here's the thing. Why are serial killers? Why do they always have 3 names?
John Wilkes Booth.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Wait, what?
Like, you
Lee
know, it's-
Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Or not serial killers, but,
Yeah,
killers.
famous killers.
assassins.
Famous,
Well,
and
they
famous
always,
killers.
They pull it. Yeah, when they make the news, they get their whole name.
Yeah, like, who was the dude who shot Reagan?
I forget.
I mean, Jamie.
He wasn't successful. So
Yeah, but there's still like John Wayne Bobbitt.
who's
No,
that?
He
Wait,
came
who's
to the
that?
elephant bar. That dude, the wife cut his
Yeah.
junk off. Yeah,
Oh, and threw it out.
Threw it out the window.
yeah.
He came to the elephant bar.
He came to the elephant bar.
No
yeah.
way.
E-bar. That was hilarious.
But we wanted to go back to something. You guys skipped. You guys.
I love it.
Oh, you got me off.
How did the 161 area become so
Bad.
terrible in 5 years? That place used to be
Hopping.
jumping.
Yeah.
That place was you know how Grandview is now? I don't know if you know how Grandview is.
Wait, is that the place that used to be similar to like Easton, but a lot smaller?
Yes,
it used to be
the
the
continent,
happening.
the continent,
Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Easy, take it easy. Breathe in,
Hey, I'm
in
sorry,
through the
sorry.
nose, out through the mouth.
Hey, Giant Eagle. Remember that place?
Yeah, so I don't understand how this place used to be awesome.
Yeah, it used to be like Easton, like the high.
It was better than
It
Easton.
was
It was
way better than
bars.
Easton.
It was bars, and they had Thursdays. They had the first Thursday or something, or I forget what it's called. Outside in the middle of the courtyard they put a band out there, just like a tiny gate,
Oh,
but on every Thursday.
oh,
It wasn't-
like in the French Quarter type of thing like that.
yeah, there was right out in front of Rapala's. Remember, it was really fun and it was kind of like bike night is now, yes, but better.
Now it's just all spread out. There's different places that do different things, but that place was like the Mecca.
Oh, the Gathering. That's what it's called. Remember
The Gathering. I
where
don't
people
know.
gather?
What a clown. Clown show. But I mean, that place used to be crazy. I mean, because there was like so many bars that would was it Crazy Louis was there?
Crazy Lou's. Then that turned to like a country bar, and then
Dude,
right next to it was.
I'll never forget. So one night when we all moved down here first time, we're working at a
Wait,
mortgage
Louis,
company.
is that near South Columbus?
There was 2 of them.
Yeah.
There was one down there too.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there was something called Screwy Louis or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about the fight, aren't you?
Yeah. So mind you, this is when Incognito over here had a big Ford Expedition, and so our buddies were working the bar one night, and he goes in with 2 other friends of ours. The one guy lives in Pittsburgh, the other guy's here in Columbus, and the one guy lived with us, and so we used to go out
Who,
and whatnot. Yeah, Phil.
Phil.
And then Tripodi,
Mike?
he bartended at this place, right? So we all basically, we pre-gamed or we went somewhere, but I overdid it, had too much fun, and it was like, guys, I can't go in. They're like, what are you talking about? Can't go in. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done for the evening. So he has the Expedition. It's like the mini Hummer. And so I sit in the captain chair, and I just lean back and I go to sleep, right? I am not lying to you. When I got up, it was like close to closing time for whatever reason. I get up, roll the window down, and look, and all of a sudden, I see Incognito getting thrown out of the bar, and both doors open up like the theater. Boom! You know what I mean? And he goes rolling out in the parking lot. I mean, didn't fall down or anything, but just gets pushed out in the parking lot. The other guys come out. Big fight ensues, I guess, and I have no clue what happened. I guess the small guy, his name was Eric, he went to the biggest bouncer in the world and basically went and fought him or something like that. So just like, anything, you're always going to protect your guys and something like that. So anyways, they get all thrown out. It was hilarious. And, of course, our other buddy who works there, we kind of put him on Front Street and so forth.
He's like, what the hell?
Yeah, you guys come here. All of a sudden now people are going to question me.
So the funniest
So
part.
what happened there?
So the funniest part, it was true. Eric, who was probably 5'7", maybe
Yeah.
at tops, 120 pounds.
Just had a huge temper, Eric Chapano.
Yeah, Napoleonic syndrome.
Yeah, but he was Italian, you know what I mean? So that's the Italian thing. When
Yeah.
you're back
Saw Rocky.
home, Mingo Junction, you know what I mean?
So some dude smarted off to him, and they got in a little argument. Well, this ball guy comes up, and I guess he was the manager, but I thought he was like trying to get into Eric's face. So I just like choked him from behind, and then backed up against the wall, right between 2 doors. So they couldn't get me off him. I just locked him. You know what I mean? And his head got all red and shit.
like a pop him like a zit.
Yeah, his head, it was the fucking manager. So the bouncers are trying to get me. They can't get me because where I'm at, I'm in the corner. Like, they can't get my ass. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
not
But the
leaving.
funny thing is, I just get up from a nap. I'm like, I roll the window down, and all of a sudden I see him get thrown up. Boom! The double doors open up, and
Then
all
I
of a
see-
sudden he rolls out. And like,
Then I see the bald dude yelling at his bouncer. You can't fucking help me.
10 minutes later, Phil comes rolling out. You know what I mean? It was hilarious how, like, these guys are coming out at different times. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
There was no punches ever thrown. It
no,
was just
it was
that.
just get
It
us
was
out
just-
of the bar type of thing like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But, dude, that was like the funniest night. I got sleep in my eyes. I'm like, what's going on? Am I dreaming? And all of a sudden they come out, we go to Taco Bell again as usual.
Taco Bell.
That was, that's a staple of the community.
Well, how about we're right there at that Giant Eagle one night, and we were drinking, right? We were downtown, and I probably shouldn't have been driving, but so I was driving him.
You were driving me back to my car.
back
right?
to his car that's parked at Giant Eagle. Okay, so I pull up to his car to let him out, and the cops pull up next to me on the driver's side. And I'm like, oh fuck, what's this guy?
Well, hey, let me hold on. So he pulls up, and like we're just basically, I don't know if we're recapping the night or anything like that. We're just sitting here talking for like 4 minutes, less than that probably. And all of a sudden, this cop just rolls up right by us.
Right to my driver door.
Yep.
And I'm driving, and he's probably routed at the time because I drove. But so you just put your window down. I put my window down. He goes, "They're closed."
It's 3 a.m.
Right.
You think it's blackness out. There's not one light. He comes up because the cop strolls up on us slow, and we're like, oh my god, we're in trouble.
Yeah, my
You know what I mean?
car's running.
We're in a private lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, first thing you're thinking, I'm getting, what's going to happen?
Seach is going to jail.
I'm going to get a Dewey type of thing like that.
Right.
He just goes, hey, fellas. Yeah, they're closed. I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks. We jump in the car and we skedaddle.
We wanted to buy him presents.
I'm going to get flowers. I mean, yeah, I
What's
feel
your
like
wife's name? Let me send her something.
I didn't get a funeral arrangement because I thought Bill was going to jail for like 6 months. I was like, oh my goodness gracious, dude. And we weren't really doing anything. It's just like, hey, I mean, trust me, that cop probably didn't get any promotions. I'm just going to go ahead on the line there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call me silly or something, but he probably is not on the force anymore. You know what I mean? Because, or he just took the lazy route out. He says,
Yeah.
I'm not writing these guys. These guys might be too much for me to handle.
Hey, it was early in the month. No quota to fill yet.
So, so there was a St. Patrick's Day story that might be a little bit funny.
No, it's really not.
What? Let's hear it.
Okay, so
Start with the island that's in the middle of Sawmill Road.
well, I'll start first of all. So, I used to work for a mortgage company that was, every mortgage rep there was like,
Party Central.
alpha, headstrong, type of thing like that. And every night we would, we did well. I mean, we worked our butt off, calling on the phones, hassling people. And that's what we did back then. You dial for basically dollars, and you basically, you get leads, and you try to work those leads to the best of its ability. Well, we worked to do that. So, but afterwards, we wanted to release some tension, so we always went to the bar.
Of course.
Typically, afterwards.
As you do.
Yes. So that was kind of our mantra. So anyways, a lot of title companies would kind of want us to use them as far as like using them for business or anything like that. So they would basically come and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and set up we're going to take you guys out or something like that.
Happy hour.
Yeah.
That goes on now.
But this one,
Just not as big.
yeah, this one basically was St. Patrick's Day. And so there was a thing that Flanagan's did.
Flanagan's.
Yes. And they were known for not having tabs. You could not have a tab on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
We had a tab.
Why?
I have no clue, but they set it up
Well,
like
they
that.
set it up ahead of time.
So essentially, we had probably about 15 to 19 guys and women that were, a part of this that were going out. And I think our tab was, our availability was $5,000, and we hit that within 2 hours. I mean, no lie, it was 20. Give us 20 Jaeger bombs. 20 Jaeger bombs. The next thing you know, we're doing 20 shots. Boom.
Now, at a bar called Flanagan's on St. Patrick's Day, do you think there's any cops around there? I mean, seriously, right? Surrounded by cops.
Billions.
Right? No matter where you're at. So
in my defense, though, let me go ahead and say this. I'll get up for this one. So we do $5,000, 2 hours. They say, hey, we're going to do one more 1,000. We'll do up to 6. We hit that, probably in 20 minutes. But by that time, I mean, we were
drunk.
Yeah, we were inebriated, definitely.
Inebriated.
Definitely. I mean, I'll give you an example. Somebody went in the bathroom. Somebody messed with one of our guys or whatnot. All 20 of us came in the bathroom and wanted to kill this guy. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm sure this guy, his worst nightmare happened. You know what I mean? When we just rolled in there. But anyways, that, like I said, a lot of alpha brains and things like that. That's kind of how we operated for the most part. In any event, everybody was drunk. You know what I mean? And I'll never forget, Tripodi's now wife worked at that event.
Oh yeah, she did work there,
Yes.
didn't she? Yeah.
And so and Mike saw me, and I remember her face, looked at him and said, "Keep him away from my area," because I was so just like smashed everywhere. The only thing I wanted was food.
Shocker.
Because I was going to get sick. You know what I mean? I think I exuded that on my face, and that's why she was like, keep him away from, last thing somebody wants to do is clean up, throw up.
Now, you know where this is, Bill. You know where Flanagan's is.
Yeah.
Well, if you're turning
Snoffer.
from northbound to
He's
Flanagan's,
going to say northbound, folks.
There's like a...
That doesn't make sense.
There's
You
an
cannot
island.
make a left out of Flanagan's onto Sawmill. You must go right. You
Yeah.
must go right. If you go left, there is what is a median that operates as an island country.
It's like a foot and a half high,
It's
right?
the Bahamas. You know what I mean? You can place houses on there and things like that.
Tornadoes.
But anyways, so I remember a few times my buddy from Cleveland would come down. We would go to that Steak and Shake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, like I said, I just want food.
He didn't say
That's the only thing. So
Sabella.
every 20 people have already told me, let me get your keys, man. Let me just get a couple waters. Let me get your keys, right? Let me get your keys. And I'm like, okay, you got my keys, but I need a sandwich. You know what I mean? I'll trade you. Keys or sandwich. And Flanagan's at the time didn't have any food. So it's like,
they didn't have nothing.
they didn't have anything. Zero. I couldn't even get some Cheetos. You know what I mean?
You love Cheetos,
I
don't
love
you?
some Cheetos. Yeah. I mean, that's like the worst thing you could put on a boating. That would be talk about another time. If you take a boating trip, the worst thing boaters want is Cheetos.
Why?
So hard to clean off the
It's
boat.
all your boat, yeah.
Oh my God, they'll kill you. You know what I mean? So we go up to Lake Erie, no Cheetos on the boat. You know what I mean? That orange gets on the white. You turn into a Navy SEAL.
Navy
You know what I mean? You're over there for 12 hours scrubbing with toothbrushes. Not going to happen. Anyways, so I was starving, right? So I'm like, oh my God, man, I have to get food. I'm thinking Taco Bell.
As usual.
Yes.
across the highway. Okay.
Let's hear from the top left guy. Shocker. But anyway, so I'm thinking Taco Bell, but my brain is saying make a left to Steak and Shake. Again, you can't make a left.
Yeah.
And I'm messing with my radio.
And there's no cops.
And it's
by
crazy.
Flanagan's.
And it's green, and I make the left. And mind you, I have a pretty nice car. I had a Nissan Maxima at the time. After that incident, I swear to that day, it was the funeral of that car. Like, no lie. It's like hitting a mountain. You know what I mean? Ba-boom! My car shoots up in the air. Hey, you want to talk about instant sobriety? Instant. Like, instant. I'm up. Then, hey, I still have to get off the island. So I'm driving, and my car has to go off it. It's like jumping. Hey, I'm gonna drive off a cliff. That's essentially what I'm looking at. This thing is huge. It's like 2 foot. Boom! You know what I mean? And I'm off. I'm like, sweet. All right, cool. All right, everything's cool. I'm good. My car's okay. I'm all right.
He's all
I
right.
get up to light at Myers. Woo! The cops got me, pulled me over. He comes over,
tricked
license
his
and
ass.
registration. He goes, hey, man, I've been doing this for a while. I've never seen anyone jump that median like that. I said, man, I was just looking at the radio, and, man, wasn't even paying attention. Just went right up. He was like, okay, good. You been drinking? Oh, no, not at all. I just met a couple buddies out here, Okay, so all of a sudden he says, hey, step out of the car. He goes, I'm just going to have you perform a couple details. Just want to make sure that, what you say is correct or whatnot. So the first move was just walk a straight line. Just walk down to the, down and back. As I walk down, I start doing the Wild Wild West. I start bouncing because I said, "Oh, officer, I have bad knee, bad wheels from playing football.
Bad knee,
bad
knee.
wheels.
Youngstown.
He goes, that's fine. He's going to do this now. Okay, you're there. Okay, now just go ahead and start walking backwards. But what I want you to do is I want you to see if you can do this. Put your hands and try to touch your hands behind your back."
You can't do that.
And I said, "All right, so let's do this." I did that, right? And I start walking backwards, and all of a sudden he just cuffed me real quick. And I was like, "You got me."
Tricked his ass.
I said, "You got me." I said, "Oh man." He goes, "Yeah, you're under arrest for operating a motor vehicle while under the influence." And so he puts me in the car. That wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing, we had to wait 2 hours for the wrecker. I think my bladder to this day has major injury because of that 2-hour wait. I mean, it was amazing. I told him, and we got to talking, and I was like, "Hey, man,
We got to be friends.
Officer." I never forget. Guy's name's Officer Banks.
Yeah.
I remember it to this day. But anyways, that I took that because I didn't do any other tests outside of that. But I went to the jury on that case, all the way to the jury, and lost because they didn't believe that I couldn't have been drunk on St. Patrick's Day while somebody, how can you make that left over a mountain? And so I lost. And so that was my DUI that I got in, was it 2003?
It was a long time.
Yeah, it's not on my record now or anything like that. Now I don't mess around with, drinking and driving or whatnot. No, it's just too dangerous. But
The funny thing is he went over that mountain. It's an island in the middle.
Well, that ruined my car. Like I said,
Yeah.
After that, I remember I was driving and the wheels came off, disassembled, and it was because of that.
Yeah.
Just release.
Irons, yeah.
It just popped off one day, the whole axle, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got no, the car. You know how you see the cars in the parking lot, the wheels are in. Both of mine were in that. And I was like, "Oh my god, I got to get a tow truck." Yeah, so that happened twice actually. One time I had a Chrysler 300M, and I was driving to Chase when I worked at Chase, and I was driving on Schrock. Yeah, Schrock Road.
Yeah, they got yeah.
But anyways, over the bridge. I'm going 45 miles an hour.
I know what bridge you're talking
I'm on a shirt and tie. I'm like, it's raining. And all of a
It's
sudden,
raining.
my tire comes off. And all of a sudden, I'm on the belly of the car. Sparks flying. And all of a sudden, my eyes get bigger than the deer in the headlights. You know what I mean? I'm sliding. And the wheel, I look at the wheel, it's right next to me going 45 miles an hour. And I'm like, oh my God, this thing's going to kill someone. It rolls up on the fence, and 270 is below. Yes.
No way.
Yes. Mind you, the fence goes like this, and it has that little curve.
So
it went up, and it comes back, and boom, and it ends up right down there. There's a little gas station called Sunoco. You know what I mean? Are you talking coffee or cocoa? Is you loco, cash or credit for unleaded at Sunoco? But anyways, yeah, so it ends up there. I'm in a shirt and tie. My car's in the middle of the road, and I'm running to go get my tire. I pick up the tire. Can I call a wrecker? The guy in the store,
You called it a wrecker.
Yeah, a wrecker, tow truck, whatever. He's like, oh, there's one right across the street. I look, no lie, one right there working. I was like, buddy, I need a tow. He goes, I can't right now, but I'll call you one. I'm not lying. 20 minutes later, tow truck. It was a savior.
I'm surprised you didn't say no shit.
Savior. You know what I mean? But I remember when I got towed, I put my car on the rack, and the guy, it was like $300 to fix. I was like, go ahead and fix it. But I had to call off work, and so we had a new manager at the time, and he didn't believe me. I could tell in his voice when I was like, hey man, my wheels just came off the car. He's probably like, yeah, right. The wheels just came off the car. How drunk is this guy? You know what I mean?
Right.
Type of thing. The wheels came off. Yeah, your wheels came off.
Right.
That's the reason why you're not at work. So I had to take a little picture and send it to him. And then once I sent that to him, then I felt the, hey, it's not
Whatever you need.
It's not that I didn't believe you. Are you okay? Everything okay? Then it was after that was okay.
You were still in the honeymoon section with him.
Yeah, the honeymoon section.
I wasn't in the honeymoon section because I worked with him.
You
So
said he
he-
was a new manager.
Oh, he got promoted.
Yes,
No,
he
got
was a
promoted.
colleague.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, so he knew how everything operated. You know what I mean? So I was probably the loudmouth, of
Probably.
the team.
Why? Why would you say that?
Hey, Don Rickles over here. Hey, these discs of bacteria. Do you guys ever wash these?
Shit, no.
Oh my God! No wonder I'm gonna have disease ears tomorrow. No. Oh my God. Yeah, man. So
That
that's
happened to my mom's car. The wheel fell off, and then we got it fixed, and then
I think it's a CV joint or something like
Well,
that.
no, she probably goes
2
up on
months
the
later,
islands.
Barry.
Like,
2 months later, the other one fell.
I remember you said that.
Yeah. So
How would that run, you guys?
I'm at the Bogey Inn, right? And I'm drinking, of course, for the Memorial Tournament. And I get a call. I'm at McDonald's on Sawmill, and my wheel fell off. It's freaking like 11:30 at night. I'm like, what are you doing out?
yeah,
She's
wait,
70
why is
years
she
old.
on Sawmill?
Right.
Why is she at McDonald's? And why is she out past 7?
Exactly. But yeah, that was the first time.
That
The
was
second
the first
time, the second time was at McDonald's again on Tuttle, across from our place. So she likes McDonald's. This is a long story short.
Well, they used to go to the casino constantly, right?
Diet Cokes. That's what she wants.
Well, remember we talked about that special Coke that they bring the canister.
I know, all right.
Hey, I heard one time you were at the casino with him, and my mom and my grandma come, and you're like, hey, what is this, a Seach reunion?
It was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life. So we had our Christmas party there. Okay, so it was when I first started working, doing the outdoor thing, and so our Christmas party is at the casino, and we're there, and it was just like a normal night in January. We did our Christmas. It wasn't, hey, December 25, we, type of thing like that. 25, it's time to get down to the casino. No, it wasn't like that. It was a normal, like a Tuesday or Wednesday. All of a sudden, I am not lying. When I looked over here, and your dad's at the slot machine, his arm's getting tired because he's pulling it so much. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm like, "Who you here with?" He goes, "Solo mission." I said, "Solo." I was like, "Solo."
Hey, he went incognito.
He goes, "Yeah." So he threw a smoke bomb. He goes, "Nobody knows I'm here." Nobody knows. I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Dude, that's sick." He was like, "Yeah, man. I'm just trying. Hey, just keep it down." You know what I mean? I don't want the IRS to know either. You know what I mean? Just keep it down.
He
Pump
gets
the
on the
brakes.
friggin' loudspeaker.
So all of a sudden I call, "Hey, Daddy, come over here. Look who's over here." It was a big party over at the Wheel of Fortune. He said, and all of a sudden his arm, still ain't moving. He's 20. You know what I mean? He's popping Max. I don't know what that is, this slot machine. But anyways, I'm not lying. We're sitting there, and probably about 35 minutes later, your grandmother and mom walks in. And I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Family reunion. What's the Seach's family reunion? What are we serving pierogies? I got to get down. You know what I mean? We're and shocked. You know what I mean? So your mom's not a quiet person either. And all of a sudden we start getting Steubenville talking. Like Bill's like his worst nightmare. It's happening
Seriously.
at this point in time.
Someone's in your neck when you're gambling.
He's losing and he's blaming everything on us. We're the culprit. Like the machine and 20 is not the culprit every time. It's hey, get out of here. He starts, all of a sudden the F-bombs start going. Pit bosses are coming over. Sir, hey, can we calm down? Hey, who the hell are you? I'm losing my diapers over here, and you're over here going to tell me all this stuff. It was definitely one of the funniest moments of all time. It was just like that would happen all by accident. It was just like, wow, I can't believe that. But those are the things that make any type of casino experience fun. I'll say that.
That's pretty funny. I was down there a couple months ago, and I saw Billy Chang walk in the door. He sneaks in with his girlfriend, doesn't tell us any of us he's going. But so I'm sitting there. He don't see me, but he's gonna walk right past me, right? So I trip his ass. And I jump up, I'm like, what are you doing? His girlfriend didn't know me. She's like, oh my God, who's this guy? It's funny as shit, man.
Oh my God, Chang's chicken. Wow.
Chang's chicken.
Wow, that's nutty, dude. Oh, so, speaking of Sabella.
You're not allowed to say his name.
Yes, I am saying it.
He had a baby or something, didn't he? Or two. He got two.
Enzo.
Congratulations, Sabella.
Yeah.
He named it Enzo?
Enzo's good Italian name.
Enzo the Baker.
Huh.
So we used to meet at Freck when we lived together. When Sabella used to come down and say, we called him the Baker. Because no lie, this dude would
called
go.
Him.
Listen, lie, this guy would come out and he would get a cake. And he would bake a cake, the whole cake. We come home from work and make a cake. He would text us, hey, don't eat the cake. I didn't put any frosting on there yet. Don't eat any cake. You know what I mean? So, we come home. And my big thing with him was he used to buy these He was a big sweet guy. He loved the sweets.
Yeah.
But I didn't, to be honest with you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
started me. So he started buying these marshmallow wheels.
Oh.
Oh, tremendous. Let me tell you something. If you're, you want, yeah. So he would go put them in the fridge. Bad spot. I mean, and he thought that like everything that he bought was going to be, I said, dude, you put it in the war field. I mean, that's like the area that where you open up and you see those items, they're not going to be there that long. I swear he bought them. I don't think he got one. That's like the worst of all time. Yeah, we had to basically go back to the store and get him some at Meijer. Yeah, we lived right over. I think it was. We lived right off Snoffer. It was crazy, dude. So
Where's Snoffer at?
where Flanagan's is.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that road that runs perpendicular to Sawmill?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the marshmallow wheels. Yeah, Sabella, man, he baked a great cake, But yeah, he has a kid now or whatnot. I don't get to see him, but he's supposed to come down. Not one of the away games. I told him, make sure you come down. I talked to Alex. He's going to stay with I think him, whatnot. But
So, okay.
we're going to do it right.
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
We'll go out or whatnot. But
Right.
he can only do one night. Just like.
Yeah.
He tries to say, hey, we got, he sets up the itinerary. You know what I mean? We're going to go to this place. We're going to go to this place. He's notorious. He has to, eat it, and he stuffs his face before he goes out. I mean, pasta's all the heaviest
he a
food
big
in the
guy?
world. No.
He's kind of chubby, but he can't. Yeah, he didn't.
He's not a big dude. You know what I mean? So, but my thought is this. I can't do that. So I'll give you an example at his wedding. He's got, they come out with a taster and stuff like that. So it's like an appetizer. Well, the appetizers are like little things of Chinese food. That was like the worst thing in the world you can give me. I was like eating 50 of those. I was like, I'll take that one. Let me try this one. What's that one? Lo mein? Yeah. Come over here real quick. You know what I mean? I would throw that down. Then all of a sudden he come out raviolis. It wasn't over. The appetizers. Now it's the Italian portion. Raviolis.
right.
Then the dinner came. And that's a sit down. You got to get chicken. By 9:30, they wanted me on the dance floor. I went to the bed.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was disappointing. You know what I mean? Because I've gone out before with those guys. They were like, hey, they want you to request. You know what I mean? It's Saturday Night Fever over here. And I was like, can't do it, man. My cummerbund's about to blow up.
At the time, you didn't have Duluth, so you couldn't get on the dance floor.
No,
after
you have no Duluth when you're in the wedding. They fit you. You know what I mean? And so when they fitted me at the time, they didn't expect that I was going to eat like I was eating an Asian Star, like it was the last meal on Earth. You know what I mean? It was like the last meal you're going to have. Hey, that's essentially how I ate. It was ridiculous. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing. I was disappointed as well because I did it wrong. I wish we could do it all again, but what, I got to wish that he gets married again? You know what I mean?
I guess. All right. So that's our time. Thanks for coming on again, Paul.
No problem, man. We'll have to do it again. Definitely.
Bill Seach.
Next time we're gonna bring the bottles of vodka.
We're going to talk about Vegas
it's gonna
antics.
get
Yeah,
live.
and then we'll get you. Make sure we get you some headwear, some headgear. So, nice little hat.
Give me a Tito's
Hat or
fucking
something,
bandana.
yeah.
I need to wear a hat, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm glad I have the Tito.
You want to let your
bandana.
hair down before we go?
Otherwise, let's see if I can
Yeah,
do that.
do it on camera.
Can I do that?
Fabio's
Yeah, do it.
coming. Fabio's coming out. Watch out. This is the Korean Fabio, by the way.
Wait.
The girls might get jealous.
Oh. Oh.
There we go. Hey, long hair don't care.
PK lover. All right.
All right,
We'll see you
people.
next week. See ya.